All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by saying Kyle Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash my mouth. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and my elder Herawan as well. Salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, first scripture I want to get is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, Woe unto them that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. All right, and you've been hearing a lot lately. It's going to be a dark winter. Biden said that. You're hearing all about these dark times that are approaching, and these people around don't even believe to the magnitude of what's coming. It's already here. Part of it's already here, dealing with the plagues that are on the earth, dealing with the pandemic and the mandates, and that's all part of judgment. Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, because those that got mandated, more than likely going to have judgment coming towards to them. And that's the day of the Lord. That's what Yahweh Shai came to do. He ain't come to bring bubble gum and candy. We come to tear some ass up. And 2/3 of our people going to take part in his ass whooping that he coming to give to these other nations. And it's going to be a dark time, but it's going to be light for the ones that believe. He's been light to the world since the day he came on earth, and the day his spirit got placed on his elect for us to be risen up again out of the darkness and be pillars of light in this dark place that we're in called the earth, where Esau is wreaking havoc. The devil is wreaking havoc on the people, to the point where the people are so worn the fuck out and in gross darkness that they don't even understand what this devil is doing to them. And you speak against what this devil is doing, and they're ready to kill you. You got mandated ready to kill the unmandated. This goes to show you the thought processes of who's totally under that spell that Esau is putting out, because you have individuals that aren't part of the truth. You got Edomites that are not with that mandate stuff. I mean, even they could see something's not right. But there's so much darkness and lack of understanding and voidness of the mind, voidness of the spirit, individuals on this earth, that they can't even see the speckles of light that have been risen up in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. So it's gonna get darker and darker, man. It's gonna get darker and darker. Let me get 2 Timothy chapter 3. Oh, well, let me get this this expression, dark times meaning. All right. So I looked up what is the meaning of the expression dark times, and it says dark times is an expression used to describe metaphorically a period of ignorance and spiritual crisis that precedes the communion with divinity. In a larger meaning, it is used when referring to having a hard time going through phase of pensiments, sadness, and failure. All right, so a couple key things I want to focus on. It says an expression used to describe metaphorically a period of ignorance and spiritual crisis. All right, that's the day of the Lord being at hand in the nutshell, because ignorance, spiritual ignorance, and spiritual crisis. It's a spiritual crisis. It's a spiritual uplifting for the elect, but it's a spiritual crisis because all the hopes of the wicked shall fail in that time. All right. So let's go back to Amos. All right, it says, "Woe," Amos 5:18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. What end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." So click on that darkness. What does it say? Destruction, death, ignorance, sorrow, wickedness, darkness, night, obscurity, slacking. All right. So that's just goes right into the definition of the phrase, the metaphoric phrase, dark times, meaning It says of a period of ignorance and spiritual crisis. So these people are void of truth, man. These people's minds are dark because the minds of the people are so dark. That's why you see all this wickedness going on. And the more wicked acts that you see, the more darkness is creating, meaning hiding the truth. But once they realize that they're in the darkness and they're part of that wickedness, that gross darkness, they're gonna start to feel it, like the Lord did on the Egyptians when we were in Egypt. All right. The Lord's gonna send these minds of the people gonna be so fucked up. Lord's gonna have them seeing apparitions, man, like He did the Egyptians. I want to get into that too. All right. So 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 13, it says, all right, this is 2 Timothy 3 and 12. It says, yea, all that will live godly in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach shall suffer persecutions, right? No man is greater than the master. All right, but we suffer persecutions, believing in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And we may have to suffer this time, but He also said, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. He said, Psalms 91 said He's going to protect us in these dark times. All right. It says, but so we are in these dark times right now, and we're suffering persecutions for Yahweh Shai's sake. It says 2 Timothy 3 and 13. It says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived, man. Evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, man. All right, so that's what you're seeing going on. Evil, dark times, darkness, ignorance, wickedness, persecution, sadness, lamenting. This is all the things that you're seeing happening right now. It's gonna get worse, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna send more plagues, man. All right. So that darkness, and who's bringing the darkness? For Esau's one, he said, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, because the devil has come down having great wrath, because he knows but he had a short time. So he's coming down to bring great wrath down on the people, man. All right. So yeah, that's what we're in, these dark times, man. We're in these dark times, but Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai say believing on Him, will help us, preserve us through these dark times. We become pillars of light in the dark. All right. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 2. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess. It says, a day of clouds and thick darkness as the morning spread upon the mountain. A great day, a great people and a strong. There has not been ever like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. All right, this is a dark, this is a man. All right, this is how dark it's going to be when, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai shows up. All right, let me start over verse 1, Joel 2 and 1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever like it, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape. Right. So it's going to be a day of paradise before us, all right, and behind us destruction, because we're going to be brought into a heavenly state and being lifted up while this place is being destroyed, man. All right. And the Lord's going to destroy this place. Ultimately, the final destruction, the final countdown is these missiles, man. And the Lord's going to, man, listen, it's going to be a dark time, man. You gotta make sure you're prepared. And the scriptures say, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time and strength of salvation. And luckily, we have these scriptures and understanding of the scriptures to comfort us, man, in that day, because it's gonna be dark, man. It's gonna be fucked up, man. The Lord's gonna test everybody's faith. All these motherfuckers out here acting tough. Let's see how tough you act then, man. You're gonna have some motherfuckers crying like bitches. All right. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 11. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." Right? It's talking about America. All right. There's dark times headed for America, man. The Lord is going to destroy this place. He's up in the dark. Man, listen, as the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is increasing, so is the wickedness increasing. All right, they're gonna declare the sins in Sodom. They hide it not. They're not gonna hide anything, man. They're doing out the Esau saying, "Damn all the secrecy." All right, you know who I am now, and what? Let's get it. All right, so as we increase in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, but there's more of them than it is of us. But numbers don't matter. But the spirit that's within us is stronger. So we got to do more work. You know, this is verse 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be beaten, smitten with the plagues, and punished that Yahweh shall bring upon it. All right. And listen, and this is the second Egypt that the Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to pull us out of. America, when that's spiritually Sodom and Egypt. You know, we went to captivity here. They just had the whole little pride thing this past Saturday, right? Want to run past our camp and said, 1, 2, 3, let's yell pride. Pride coming before the destruction and the haughty spirit before a fall. All right, the Lord has to destroy this place because of all the wickedness that goes on in the midst of it. It's so wicked here that the soil is wicked, so the Lord has to just burn this whole place forever as a memorial and a testimony of how not to be. This is the reward of the wicked. That's why smoke gonna keep coming off this place. All right. It says, they that till the ground, verse 13, it says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and the hail with a fear of consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right. So that's all the destruction that's going to come to this place, man. Verse 15, it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And you're seeing that happening right now. You're seeing the veterans ready to gear up against the actual active military, mandated versus unmandated. You're going to see race wars eventually soon. You know, verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall be in their own, shall stand in their own, in their power, meaning anarchy. Nobody's going to give a fuck what the government says anymore. They're gonna be like, hey, the government, we can't trust the government, so we got to take matters in our own hand. And they're going to be yelling power to the people. And they're going to try to take it from the government. And that's in the Constitution. That's the America's constitutional right. If the government gets corrupt, the people can take over the government. All right. Let me get Job 10 and 22. It says, a land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. Man, come on, man. The light is as darkness. That's why the scriptures say, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. All right. Hold on. All right. Let me get Matthew 6:22 real quick. This is Matthew's chapter 6, verse 22. And it says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body is full of light. But if thy eye be evil, the whole body is full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Right. So the light that's in this place is darkness. That's why there's confusion, man. Ignorance. And that's all brought forth by Esau, man, the devil, the deceiver. He's the one deceiving everybody. All right. So back to Job chapter 10 and 22, it's talking about America. And America is making the whole world. Esau's making the whole world a wilderness with America. That's Isaiah chapter 14. All right. Job 10 and 22, it says, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death. That's talking about America. Without any order, right? They changed their laws like they changed their draws. And where the light is as darkness. All right. So when we shed the light, right, they count that as darkness. And they count their darkness as light. So when we teach what we teach, majority of the people say, we're being wicked. But they'll let this devil put anything they want in you. And what's next is going to be the Revelation 13 and 16, MOTB. So they have everybody in a state of confusion, man. All right. And the Lord gave them the opportunity to do it. Let me get Job 9 and 24. This Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If he ain't the devil confusing everybody, who is? But the Lord's going to destroy him, man. Just like how he destroyed them Egyptians. They're going to see what darkness really is. The Lord's going to show it to them. And the thing about it is they're not going to have any hope. All their hope is going to be rooted out of them. Their confidence is in their money, but the Lord's going to take that. All right, let me get Job 15. Job 15 and Job 15 and 19, it says, unto whom alone the earth was given, and no stranger passed among them. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of his years is hidden to the oppressor. All right. It says, oh no, that's not it. Where is this? Is maybe it's 16. I know it's right around this area. Slack it 1 second. $18. Yeah. All right, let me get Job 18 and 14. It says, It says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. All right. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branches be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets, man. That's what's coming to Esau, man. So the Lord's gonna root out his confidence in his tabernacle, man, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors, man. The king of terrors is Yahweh Shai. That's the boogeyman. All right, when Yahweh Shai shows up, that's gonna be the boogeyman. All right, let me get got a couple more scriptures. Let me get Isaiah. All right, it says, Isaiah 60:1, it says, arise, shine, for that light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. All right, so of the elect, the glory of the Lord has risen upon the elect. All right, it says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. All right. And it says, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings of the brightness to thy rising. All right. So that Gentiles is talking about so having the spirit of Yahweh Shai is that light. So that's that ensign, that's that sign that the Gentiles will seek. But over the rest of the people, gross darkness is going to be over the people, man, and gross darkness over the earth. All right. Because the Lord is going to destroy this place. First, he's destroying the minds, tearing the souls up of these individuals, man. And then once your mind goes and man, listen, they're gonna be seeing all kinds of stuff. Matter of fact, let me get into that. Let me get Exodus chapter 10 real quick. All right, this is Exodus chapter 10. Verse 21, and it says, and the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand towards heaven, that there may be a darkness over the land of Egypt. All right. It says, even darkness which may be felt. That's how thick this darkness is going to be, man. All right. It says, and Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land, and in Egypt 3 days. All right. And they saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days, but the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. Right. So the elect of Israel are going to have light in the dwellings in these times, man. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the light we're going to have. All right. So now it says that darkness was so thick it could be felt by the Egyptians, man. All right, so let me go to Wisdom of Solomon. This is how the Lord's going to scare these individuals, man. All right, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 17. It says, all right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 17:2. It says, when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, all right, the children of Israel, we're being oppressed right now by unrighteous men, meaning by the whole world, because Psalms 83 talks about the confederacy that the whole world formed against us, or to oppress us, all right? They being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness and fetters with the bonds of the long night, lay their exile from the eternal providence. All right. It says, for while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. Right. So this is talking about what the Egyptians saw. All right. It says, for neither might the corner that held them from fear, but noise as of water falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. Right. So they were seeing stuff in the dark now. It says, no power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure lighten that horrible night. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled in itself, very dreadful, for being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the things that they saw not. All right. Damn. So they were seeing shit and hearing shit. It says, for the illusions of the art magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at. And we're going to be laughing at their calamities in that time, man, because the Lord's going to put great heaviness on the mind of these people, man. These people are not, and the crazy fucked up part about it is they ain't going to have no hope. They are not going to have no hope. You're going to see his total malfunction in the mind. All right. It says, for though no troubled thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by and hissing of serpents, they died for fear, denying that they saw the air, which could no side be avoided. They died for fear, man. The Lord scared them to death, man. It says, for wickedness condemned by their own witness is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience, always forecasting grievous things. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth. So betraying of your hope, your spiritual hope, or your spiritual protection. That's what your succor is. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is our succor. So we have hope. But when these individuals find out all the gods that they're worshiping are not really gods, and they don't have any hope, and they're finna meet the King of Terrors, this is what's all going to be on their mind. They're going to start seeing shit, hearing shit, killing shit, and all kind of shit. That's what's going to be happening. And the Lord's going to put that much fear in these devils, man, because of the fear that they put in us. What is it? Isaiah. What is it? Isaiah. It's Isaiah 50 something. Let me try to find it real quick. Find it in the Bible. Okay. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 51 verse 22. It says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Lord, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dredges of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over. Thou hast laid down thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over. So these nations had us terrified and in fear. But the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is going to put them in fear, man. He's going to have them feel that fear that we felt, but worse. Worse, man. All right, Wisdom of Solomon, verse 17 and 12. It says, for fear is nothing else but the betraying of the succors which reason offereth, and the expectations from within, being less counted the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. Wow. That's having no hope whatsoever. And then seeing what's bringing the torment being worse than the torment itself. Man, that's beautiful, man. I'm going to get one more scripture to close it out. Let me get Isaiah. Chapter 9. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 2. It says, the people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwelled in the land of the shadow of death, upon them have the light shined. Man. And that's the light of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh shining on his elect. All right. So while this gross darkness is being brought forth by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, the more the darkness get, the more our light's going to shine in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. All right, Lord, willing this lesson was edifying and served this purpose. And with that, I'd like to say, Ka Halayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Ba'ashem Harakakodash Ma'amah. Double honors to our elder apostles, our great millstone, and double honors to my elder Herwan as well. Salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. Shalom.